Have you ever heard of this idea of a Holy Saturday? Have you ever heard of the Holy Saturday? This day, this idea of Holy Saturday. Now I know that you've heard many times about Good Friday and you've heard many times about Resurrection Sunday, but I'm pretty sure most of us on the stream today has never heard of Holy Saturday. Now, Holy Saturday is this idea that there was a day, often celebrated by the early church, between Good Friday and Resurrection Sunday, this day in between. This day between the day that we celebrate the death of Jesus Christ and the day that we celebrate the resurrection of Jesus Christ, which was Holy Saturday. Now, what exactly do you celebrate on Holy Saturday? Well, Holy Saturday, for the people that initially experienced the first Easter, for the people that initially experienced this idea or this experience of Jesus dying on the cross and being resurrected, for those people, Holy Saturday was probably one of the biggest days of the entire experience. It was probably one of the greatest moments of this entire experience, because it was the moment when they lived through it, when they experienced it, when they felt it, when they experienced the uncertainty and the not knowing that they went through as they realized that Jesus was dead and it was never going to be the same again. Their entire lives were upset. Their entire lives were changed between Good Friday and Resurrection Sunday. But in between these 2 days, everything was different. This Easter, 512 City Church is going to focus on the in-between. We're going to focus on what happened between Good Friday and Resurrection Sunday. We're going to spend some time on the in-between, because I think that's the moment where the world finds itself right now. The world finds itself in between the space of death and resurrection, in between loss and gain, in between darkness and light, in between the greatest minus and the greatest plus lies the greatest question mark. What's next? What happens next? I believe that it's in the in-between that we get to mourn. I believe that it's in the in-between that we experience the journey that they went through, that we get to go through the fullness of the Easter experience. Part of Easter is in between the death and resurrection. Part of Easter is in the mourning, in the transitioning, in the in-between. And we're going to celebrate, we're going to work through, we're going to experience both the death and the resurrection of Jesus as we go through this journey together. So for Easter at 512, what we're going to do is we're going to start off by speaking about the greatest darkness. We're going to make this a 3-day experience. Friday evening, we're going to look at the greatest darkness, 7 p.m. And then Saturday, we're going to help you to process through this. My prayer is that you'll process through some of the life that you've lost, some of the way things were that you experienced. And then on Resurrection Sunday, the last day, we're going to not just look at on Friday night, we're looking at the darkest day. And on Sunday, we're looking at this greatest, brightest light that the world has ever seen. And we're going to journey through the in-between on Saturday. We're actually going to help you to see something of this, to experience something of this, to go through the process of journeying through this on Holy Saturday by yourself. Just because Easter is at home this year doesn't mean that we can't have a great Easter. Doesn't mean that this can't be one of the most impactful Easters that you would ever experience. Join us as we go on this journey. But don't just join us as we go on this journey, this 3-day Easter experience. Don't just join us as we go through this experience of Easter, but join us as we are who we are. We are 512 City Church, and 512 City Church believes that our vision is that people will tell stories of Jesus changing lives through them. And as we run up to the Easter weekend, as we get ready for this 3-day Easter experience, as we're preparing our way towards there, we're going to every night this week at 7 o'clock or somewhere during the evening, we're going to do a live broadcast where we're going to go live. And we're going to, in a live way, have an interview that we're going to broadcast live with somebody that has an in-between experience. We're going to speak to somebody that went from experiencing great loss, great death, great hardship, to an in-between time. And then we're going to end up speaking about how God brought them through it. But we're going to focus on this. How do we live in the in-between? How do we, in this season, deal with the in between? How are we going to get through this season of in between? And every night we're going to share another story live as we build up to Easter. Some great activities coming for the kids. Those of you that have kids in 512 City Church, you're going to get a call, an email, a text, all kinds of communication. We want to come and deliver a package to your house. Don't worry, we'll drop it at the door and leave without doing anything, and we'll take greatest care in preparing it. But we're going to leave you a package to journey with us with your kids, so you can have this full home experience as we go through this experience over the 3 days. As we go through Friday and Saturday and Sunday, we're going to coach you and teach you how to take your kids through the same experience as 512 City Church goes through the in-between this Easter. May this Easter series, may this Easter time, may this Holy Week be one of the greatest Holy Weeks, be one of the greatest Easters that you have ever experienced. May you experience God do something above and beyond what you've ever experienced, and may you know that God is able to get you from death, loneliness, brokenness, uncertainty, through the in-between to resurrection, life, fullness, and wholeness. We look forward to going on this journey with you.